Yes, land that we love, our Sierra Leone. As soon as you hear this song, you already know, say, it's about time for start the program proper. And without wasting any time, they bring me panelists them on board, and I know, say, the other one then go, they join we as we they go. Now, so I go bring in Tennessee Brema all the way from Paris, make it tell Fambul Lemadou. Yes, Tennessee Brema, you can tell Fambul Lemadou, sir.
Nado unakusha unakabo me na Tennessee Bwema una user contributor to this program all the way from France.
We not be to get you clear. You can do them again for we.
Fambu unakusha unakabo me na Tennessee Bwema una user contributor to this program. Ade all the way France. Always in this program every Saturday and WanPot unakusha kabo. And we hope to get Una Steffi's contribution at the middle of the program. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Tennessee Brema from France. Now, so we'll get Arun Rashid Dean right then in New York for Tell Fambul Lemadou.
Yeah, Fambul Lemadou, welcome again at this program. We hope you go enjoy the program. Go join we, and if you get any comments or any opinion we will express, we welcome to do so, as long as it's within the confines of decency, decent language. We welcome you all. Thank you again for joining us.
All right. We know say beaucoup things then don't happen during the week, but as always, what we can do na share a network from the last day we've been there when have been Saturday to today. We go just run through the news them. We don't make name or we don't make the list right there on our website. And if you know ever check we website it na snradio.net and all them things here we come talk about. I want to make you know say a day now we website you go down able to forget first-hand information of them even before we come and talk so na the program. And make you not forget say last week by now we be there we talk about Mighty Blackpool and Eastern Lions. Well, on Sunday the game be play. Then he say not to Uda play but na the score na the final one. Well, I don't know because me the Mighty Blackpool supporter, but at the end of the day, Eastern Lions be giving one. But if you check the play, even second half we play them half field. Now half field now we play them. But when the other panelists them, they rejoice. But I think when they get the time for talk, then we rub more na that side. And also we be suicide. San Malen Chief Dome, will be get information say people don't desert the area. And thousands of people be come out na the area and I think say they may escape. Because of remember last week we talk about that way 2 people be die, they may get some issue with that surfing and all lenting and they will be done. They go on at that area number land issue. So I just hope say open pray say this land issue go try for resolve so that the people in Ode and then go get their life back. We suicide press release be come on to say AIG Memuna be suspended. And this suspension where IG Memuna gets start from 2015 to 2017. Imagine inside 2019 and then suspend them. I don't know if you be done they listen to the clip to share a network you go on but I don't think so we'll get that clip there ready for today. We also suicide secret society then say then they go on the rampage because the ban we the government don't put on all secret societies. If you can remember, last week we be deal with that naya, outside the Power Society na Rutile, then be forcefully take 8 workers them, including the drivers them for Sarah Rutile, then be initiate them. So will be suicide, the government be pass say the government now in charge of everybody and law and order. So then we put a ban to that. Well, the secret society they say they're not glad you and because of that, then go come back and can't do something the way me and you not go glad for. So, but we open eye, they watch them and see what really they want for can do. We government don't put ban on secret society for now in the country. We also see USAI President Julius Maada Bio assure the reconstruction of the Bunumbu Teachers College. This na the term we be go Kainlaun. We be do a thank you to Kainlaun and he be promise for transform Kainlaun into a city. We don't hear all them promises that we don't they go on now. We just hope say them promises then they no go can end up be like waiting the last president we go promise kono wait till he left then they not be able for happen. We suicide salon be start the airborne geographical survey. That survey they begin for do for say for watch fine also with minerals then in the country. And we just hope say at the end of the day we the survey go down hand over waiting at them findings then go make we know so something inside my own compound self now something they myself go able for forget small thing. We see USAI President Bio shares his plan to improve facilities at the Nixon Memorial Hospital in Cebuema. This are all part of that tour we be do. And so, like who they say, the promises are plenty. So we dey take notes. Because we go for camp, put them all on our table. We also see USAI, the head office of the Motor Drivers Union at Texaco, be done turn crime scene. Because if you remember, the head office of the Motor Drivers Union, ACC be done in that time say it don't eat so you keep play by the Motor Drivers Union money. You go finally this salon you see how them Motor Drivers Union people in our street they really harass them drivers them. You go finally you did make you see how then they operate. At the end of the day, the drivers them like mostly me, I can ask them. So this money you na they give, what you na they give for? They say, pa, no, just they give the number for nothing. Police all we go cut and they go. Some of we even they pay them. Some of the people and they pay them by road. They know they even show face. But at the end of the day, look how much million ACC indicts the head for. So they may don't lock the office. Well, we still the same idea and see how this they happen. There is a public notice we come up from the Sierra Leone High Commissioner where they in the UK, the new one way don't they now say Inge for meet with all Sierra Leoneans in the UK and they want show the Sierra Leoneans them how Ingo come for can work with Sierra Leoneans the way they na the UK. We also see USAI President Julius Maada Bio be inspect work at the emergency pediatric and maternal hospital Nahanga. He end back, he make good promises then come the day. We suicide the 3 commission of inquiry starts on Tuesday. Well, then they now they talk about today anyway. And we see USAI the APC say then they in a resistant mood. Then say they know the good day. And that's what they say. Well, we go see. Because at the end of the day, we be get opportunity for talk to the commissioner of the anti-corruption and he be tell Sierra Network everything. We suicide the APC, then we hold a press conference, then say they don't mind say then support the commission of inquiry, but at the end of the day, then get their own terms and conditions where then give the government say na done they for do before then go na the commission of inquiry. Well, Monday, the commission of inquiry, they start saying network go there out there. Let we see. If they serve you later, you no go. Well, you go here waiting. The head of anti-corruption go tell we. We suicide Caldinero, we na a hip hop artist and salon and Martin. Then they be make huge waves na social media where he take phone, he make them beat Martin. Martin na be part of in crew, but Martin not they in crew anymore. But he be make them beat Martin. So we see Usa he come and apologize and peace done day. And I want to make you know say Sierra Network safe. Na be one part the stakeholders them. But that peace talk they we make the peace reign between them two. Well, who they watch them? Because then he say na beef, na so then they sell their own music. And you will also get a keynote address where we update na the site usai the president in speech we be na the Commission of Inquiry. We also see usai the Electoral Commission we forget 2 election, one at East, one at Kainlau, and Peje West, where they don't postpone the Altuna one, they be. Then at Peje West, they be on the 13th of February 2019, and one for being at the South one at Moyamba, na Fankuya, where then they go be on the 8th of April. Also, the Minister of Works and Public Assets, Raymond de Souza George, he been go na the Juba Atlantic axis, that bridge road in the building. He be go inspect them. We see USAI President Bio launch the Global Partnership for Education program, and also he commissioned 14 teaching service commission district offices them. We see the World Cancer Day, where the First Lady Fatima Bio will be pledging support how we go help for fet cancer na salon. There is another rumor be they go on social media we say then give a date where the leader for C4C when Sam Sumana get for go declare himself for APC. Then they na a press release way then say come out from whoever it is, but they make rounds na social media. So waiting and do C4C come and say that particular news day na fake news. Them no the leader or them man will be stand for them previously for the past election, not ready for declare for no APC. We also see Usai Diamond Stars, then be launch, they invest, and then show stakeholders them way, some of them Nauma Ufofana and the First Lady. Well, we go see if they want and they able left for make Diamond Stars win this Premier League. But we Blackpool we don't get one not force, we don't be defeated one, but we they come and we go come very hard. Also, with Suicide, Sierra Leone makes progress in Transparency International CPI score. Then the commissioner talk about them. And with Suicide Institute of Chartered Accountants Sierra Leone, then be pledging support to President Bio and then tell her and say they commend the stand way they take for fight corruption and salon. And also Sierra Leone Institute of Engineers and Professional Engineers Registration Council pay courtesy call to the President Bio. We suicide the Chief Justice. He say the Social Security Court for commence. They tell we say in the show we say then they can't get a Social Security Court we go get for deal with people in tax and then Social Security na salon where any fraudulent activity where people and feel say then find out they able for take and go to the court and the court go find go deal with the matter. We also see also the Judicial and the Legal Service Commission. They say they get job vacancy. So if you want work, check them. We even get on our website. And also, Francis Ben Kefala, when the commissioner for ACC anti-corruption, he say he no sit down at that chair day for witch hunt, and he make a lot of disclosure to Sierra Network. And I think say we get 2 indictments, and he even tell we in our interview we'll do with him 2 indictments. We the ACC indict ministry officials them for various corruption charges. Saying they investigate and you find out say yes, them and then they then place on you keep business with some money, so then get thing for answer to. And mind you, them people and they in a part of this present administration. Now I go all and force, make a bring Senesi Brahma, make you have 1 minute, sir, for tell we waiting you get out of waiting we just put out. So
well, now 2 things actually I want for touch on. One, this Memuna issue, then the other one on drivers union. It very much disheartening. We a whole police unit. Where would they talk about discipline If the police not disciplined, then I wonder whether they go try for discipline. If the police they tell we say Memuna gets a case from 2015, and that thing they all put together. They investigate now. Maybe they give a warning letter. Where man not for tell we that if they give a warning letter, how somebody who don't keep somebody, don't they commit offense from 2015? They want to say they not get the political will or waiting for discipline somebody way of that high rank. We see, we say anything will happen anytime. Memuna, whether good or bad, when I would see him, he go slap soldier man, who say I would take out. That one they all are in discipline because if you now police officer, people they evidently carry reports of assault. And you the police officer, when they name when civilian touch them small, they run go, they say assault, they take that person and go lock up for nothing. You the grab slap people in the street. For say not be the fear anything and they always be the doing thing they not be the fear way they go grip people in the street, they beat people in the station. They not be take what they call they not be get the political will, or they not be the fear offenses they did, and now they take the police. This government really need for watch the police, and the people of Sierra Leone need for watch the police on certain actions and the way they can take, where they make people that begin in embassy, like where they can say the orders from above. We get the first background. We no say you superior anybody like sergeant chief, inspector give you order, you go for take and say now my boss give me order. So now orders from above. But if they make the people the fist, the government and they dictate to the police say this person here una do and so, this person here una do and so. The police will be a discipline force. It will be a unit where a whole unit than the way they take care of themselves and not mix part. And because let's say now a minister commit an offense. Now the police they go arrest and they take a statement from her. But if the police not be independent, how they go see a parliamentarian on a senior cabinet minister they book traffic? Like when the president be say any minister, anybody will book traffic, let them hold. If the police not independent, how police go able to control the incident? So all things like the country pass to get political back. If you don't get political back, you know where we do. Then the other thing is this driver's union issue. This is the one me I always on the soccer everywhere with this salon. So the union to me is not useful because the people that they pay money every day, not only the one that we did not top positions they enjoy them. At the end of the day, they grab the good support a political party or so. Then we be there and they could use anything. But this man where they contribute to money. They driver get accident. They not able to provide simple medical for them drivers they did, or for say go find lawyer. No one day they don't have the police lawyer for them drivers they will go court. So me, I don't see the reason why they collect the money. They just they make fool of themselves. It's the money make the ordinary drivers they suffer. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Senesi Brima. I don't know if Tony don't join we.
They don't join. You do online.
Yes, Tony, you get the platform now. You waiting with only a table. I don't know waiting you and Rob Motpa. But before that, I just want to make Fambule no say. Today on this program, we do an exclusive interview with the head of anti-corruption, when the commissioner, Francis Benkefala, we get for play today strictly about the Commission of Inquiry they deal with. And also the phone line, we go open them, when the American number, we go use today, where the number na 1, when the country code na 646-610-3107. The number again, na 1-646-610-3107. I don't know if Tony did it and he ready for give me 1 minute of waiting in Rob Motpa.
Yeah, I just come in. I will just listen what you have to say. Because
okay, well then not a problem. Make a bring in Aaron. Yes, Aaron. You get what you had all in a table, what you want to contribute on, sir.
Well, Mr. Sefwan talk on this AIG Memuna talk as the CC. Which may notice now that when the police force gets partisan, when it gets politicized, these are the things that really happen.
even though this IG Memuna not to be the most senior official, it been get to a point where even in superior them, they not seem to be able to contain them, maybe because Memuna been get influence above and superior them. These are the things where they happen when parties them or governments and they try to get so much influence into the police force. Anybody who will tell you, say the government of the day, they get some control over the police force. Even now, then we state there, we can see where something that they with the police, then they do. You will feel say they will get all of the police. The police could be guilty of something. All of a sudden, the police then will come out. I mean, the winners. No matter how terrible some of the things that we then do, whether they chokehold somebody or they shoot somebody. Government they get some kind of influence into the police, but the way the police force they operate now, the way it look like say certain police officers them or feel say then they are above the law. Now they lead to them things there. I believe say some of the things then we don't know what thing they say Memuna do, but in fact so they see just remind us of her slapping a military officer. We be wrong, you're not supposed to do them. Where at that very moment, I think say them for don't contain Memuna or don't discipline them. So the government, you see, even when we talk of the police therefore be independent. It's not just left in the hands of the police. The government also therefore make sure say because honestly, if the government try for interfere into the police, even if the commissioner of police try for doing best. If the government don't infiltrate the police with certain people, we no make let them they respect the commissioner. It don't make any sense at all. Now make government therefore take off in hands into within police than they do. We already say APC say they're not going to attend the Commission of Inquiry. Well, maybe sometimes we go hear some of the reasons we to make them say so. Mr. Segolek for make I within make them say so. The other two way I do want to talk on briefly. I used to say Sierra Network will participate in this peace talk, but them guys there will be get involved with somebody, make them beat somebody. When a good thing, blessed are the peacemakers. But I think say honestly, no matter how they try to talk the peace, the way when we see them beat that other man. The party they were responsible, even if they get for talk peace talk. Government, the law get for taking you. Otherwise, people then go feel say they go get for do them things they are. Peace talk will come, then go get away with it. I go tell you now something. Those people who are responsible, that video day, the people and they were really responsible for that man with them beat so, regardless of what he do. Those people, them go to any other country, that man they go challenge and they say them beat and then take advantage of him. Regardless of which side this thing take place, they go hold them because that na gross abuse that. They go hold them. Some man, let us say they want to travel go society. If they know say if the embassy where they go for visa, know say they're involved in this kind of activities, then we deny them visa for travel. Now how serious that incident that we may see in a video be. For let people and do things then they say, oh, we will go, we'll make peace, we'll talk this, that. It was so crazy. That was wrong. A fight for make peace, but the girl for make sure say the law. It's not waiting the possible they beat say whether I say oh I agree or I not agree. The law they above that. Certain countries and they are like if you let somebody in complaint, then can't arrest her. They go back say, oh well I want to arrest her. No. Because it broke the law. What thing they do, they break the law. They beat somebody where they're not supposed to be. They take the law in their own hand. Regardless of what that person they do. I make the law for taking calls before they go to a peace talk. I just left an issue.
Okay, make I just clear one or two things on the peace talk. What really happened? It's so funny because the guys then we do the beating, they're still in hiding. They are still in hiding. We make no sense. They still have a warrant for their own arrest. Now, just the artists come out and apologize and beg and legal aid board was involved and all those things. But the guys that we really do the slapping and everything, they still have their warrant and they're still in hiding. To me, it don't make any sense because if the person will not go beat for don't come out, say in the big, then why you not come out and say yourself they join for big? But una still there in hiding way. As we speak now, their warrant of arrest is still pending. So the day when they see them, then go arrest them. Where the one una go fit for in don't come big, then una go still get trouble. So na so a day, but we they still watch them because then can feel say na so for they do. I think we'll go I don't know, Tony. Well, let's just take a first story now. Make we continue the program. And we first story for today now the launch of the Commission of Inquiry. Let's just listen the clip. Then from there now we go come again. Don't forget say the phone line open where you go able for call and be part of the program. Let's just take with first story.
Last year, during President Bio inaugural address, he talked about 3 key things them where he say he go put end to na the country when a lawlessness, corruption and poverty. And today President Bio say he ready for effect peaceful democratic war on corruption. Corruption is say now one thing we not they bring development na any country. This make President Bio where he take up office. In government been set up transition team and this team be pull one report where show how the past governments been use state resources. For make them can explain to the people how they spend the country in couple. Pursuant to section 147 of the Constitution of Salon Act number 6 of the 1991 Constitution, the President by constitutional instruments gets the right for set up the Commission of Inquiry, whether in the interest of the public and pick judge them where for carry out this process. Usai cabinet give advice and parliament pass them through resolution where them be don't pass na parliament inside August 2018. Inside this Commission of Inquiry, President Bio bin pick 3 judge them where come out Ghana, Nigeria and Salon. Inside the opening ceremony of the Commission of Inquiry, the Chief Justice Desmond Babatunde Edwards talk about the reason them where make people them forget confidence by the judge them.
These commissioners together present a wealth of experience of over 100 years. They have been specially, carefully and meticulously chosen. And this is not the first time that they have had to serve as commissioners in a commission of inquiry. Honorable Justice William Annan Atugiba presents a life experience as a judge of 44 years standing, of which he has spent 22 years in the Supreme Court of Ghana. Honorable Justice Bio Bele George Will is a justice of the Court of Appeal of Nigeria, a judge and legal luminary for over 30 years. Honorable Justice Bankole Thompson is a renowned ex-prosecutor in Sierra Leone, a renowned ex-High Court judge in Sierra Leone in the early 80s, a United Nations Special Court judge. So to those that are jit about having to face these commissions, which is quite understandable, let your minds be at ease and be rest assured that justice will no doubt prevail.
Chief Justice Babatunde Edwards talk about the power where the judge them gets for make any rules by the Commission of Inquiry.
In Section 9 of the Commissions of Inquiry Amendment Act number 1 of 1982, there is power given to you commissioners to make rules. And even in the light of an allegedly overstepped constitutional mandate, we are still empowered and required to do all it takes to operate within the primary legislation and a constitutional mandate as laid down in Section 1491 Supra.
For sake of concern them, where the main opposition APC party don't they raise, but the constitutional instruments, inside in own talk, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Priscilla Swartz, talk about the concern them where people don't they raise, but the instruments of the Commission of Inquiry.
We see that several commissions of inquiry have been held under existing legislation in this country between 1967 to date and were self-regulating, including the Justice Foster Commission of Inquiry, the several Beckus Davis Commission of Inquiry, the Little Islander Commissions of Inquiry, Justice Algali and Adolphi and Wilson and so on and so forth Commissions of Inquiry. In fact, Your Excellency, more recently, commissions of inquiry have been appointed by constitutional instruments as our constitutional instruments 64, 65, and 67 of 2018, which have provoked so much sensation. The Commission of Inquiry of Justice, the Lord Justice Bankole Thompson, and others, under constitutional instrument number 1 of 2009, the Commission of E. Ishas Moses, under Constitutional Instrument Number 8 of 2009. Justice Adelisa Showers and Leone Commissions of Inquiry under Constitutional Instrument Number 16 of 2010. I challenge anyone to identify one commission of inquiry that was held in this country for which the Rules of Court Committee have made rules.
Where he talk before he pull nado the Commission of Inquiry. The President, Julius Maada Bio, say the Commission of Inquiry where government don't set up for fight corruption as salon, not a target political party, region, tribe, or which owns anybody, but na democratic accountability.
When money is meant for providing healthcare facilities or ensuring food security for every Sierra Leonean are stolen by few, that also is a threat to national development. When grants or loans meant for building critical infrastructure that will propel economic activity and provide good paying jobs for our people are stolen by few people, this also is a threat to national development. When people fraudulently convert public funds and resources to their own private use, that also is a threat to our nation.
For sake of all them corrupt allegation Yahweh President Bio talk but make it say anybody will go put hand pan corruption business under an administration, the law go bet am.
I have fully empowered the Anti-Corruption Commission to use all legal powers to relentlessly investigate and prosecute all cases of corruption, even in my administration. Therefore, let me make this solemn promise to the nation that anyone found wanting of corruption in my administration will be promptly removed from public office and subjected to the full force of the law.
President Bio end up encourage all man for join the fight against corruption. Usai President Bio say the law go bet anybody will fail for appear before the Commission of Inquiry after the Commission invites them.
All those who will be invited by the Commissions of Inquiry must fully comply. Anyone, and I repeat, anyone who fails to honor the invitation of the Commissions of Inquiry will face the full force of the law. I call on all political parties, ethnic groups, regions, NGOs, CSO, religious bodies, and Sierra Leoneans at home and abroad to join the war against corruption. Therefore, formally launch the Commissions of Inquiry.
But for no waiting past and present political leader them, think about the Commission of Inquiry now.
Mina Solomon Ibero, Mina former Vice President and former Attorney General of Sierra Leone. In my time as Attorney General, I set up at least 4 commissions of inquiry and they all went on well. Similarly, this is a commission of inquiry who should go on without knowing, without palaver.
Issues of rules of evidence. Now one big thing where don't they come up, where the past government don't they say they need rules of evidence.
We don't do so many commissions. We don't pass any rules of evidence. This section 150 they talk about, it's so clear. They are just confusing people.
What are they confuse people?
They want to say the rules of evidence are important. If they call you in a court for go appear, they will say no go. If they arrest them, will arrest you.
Dennis Wright, chairman and leader of the National Grand Party. The commission, part of the democratic process where people can give an account of their stewardship. Would they say no more everything be fair so that nobody no go feel intimidated? And at that end, I assure you that everybody come and come talk. If you not thief, you not get any problem.
Dr. Dennis Sandy, now the current Minister of Lands, we self in name be don't they come up now the Commission of Inquiry. We make Radio Democracy be action but in view on this.
I'm not a secret cow. No, but you asked them for a single evidence? I've been here. 8 good years in the investigation, you not see one thing. You not see one thing. The APC will know now people, if they see anything against them, they put it on social media. I don't challenge them, they bring a single evidence. They don't have it. So it's something that discussing because they don't get the evidence. And more important, they might tell what they don't know. The reason why I not be ever joined APC because they offer me, I refuse to join them. It's simple, they know it.
Now this ceremony, I've been talk to Ebola and mudslide victim them. We been get placard na their hand.
During this flooding, my mama died, my papa died, my sister died with 7 picking them. From then, we no get no benefits from government. And they help we.
The Ebola money where the people they don't gain at this country, they misuse it, so now make it back there. For say the money for promote, they for out and back.
As all this they be, then 3 Georgia way for Sidom na the Commission of Inquiry. Don't take hold before President Biona State House. As the Commission of Inquiry go begin their work Monday, February 4 this year, with support from Mohammed Sherif. For Radio Democracy, Mina Elizabeth Campbell, they report.
We want to tell Elizabeth Campbell thank you for that report today from Radio Democracy 98.1. So we don't hear how this launch go for the Commission of Inquiry. The phone line open now. You will listen. You get opportunity for call. United States number where the country code now 1. The number now 646-610-3107. Yes, Tony from Boston. You get the platform, sir. Waiting at your own take on this particular Commission of Inquiry clip or play.
Yeah, I feel say just like we then they say, this is not the first time we've been having Commission of Inquiry in a salon. It just, I don't know if you get me. And this is not the first step. And when office say this will be the last one. All it is that we want for let we country go before. And this is not the right step. The right step in the right direction. Meaning, if you give somebody leadership or you give somebody authority, you give somebody a role for play, you definitely get for come house and give you stewardship. Even within we houses them or we homes them or whatever clubs or organization, you see somebody in charge of finance, secretary, this that they give updates and whatever. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong for make them set up a commission of inquiry. Though the APC said they're not got issue with the commission of inquiry, the only concern is then they say permanent secretary and this and that, then for be involved. But let us make it clear. Permanent secretary is not the head of the department. The sole head of the department is the minister. The permanent secretary is just the head of administration. Meaning, if a minister comes, he go work with her because he is the secretary and everything. It will take on through. But these are the ripple effects when you get square pegs in a round hole. Because if you, when you do journalism, then put you in charge of Minister of Information, nobody no go come or permanent secretary, no go come use a own corny way or this or that for make it put you inside or involve you in dubious activities. Because you not the head. I don't see anywhere in where you say the permanent secretary or whoever therefore be involved. Okay, then they likely say then got certain people that where me there in the past regime where then give position and everything like this Sandima where me there in charge of lands or whatever, where they me there where they for call it to book. Yes, it is true. I feel say the Commission of Inquiry therefore look into those things, those areas the way of concern where people then they raise, for make them the whole process go be looked at is free and fair. Because we know at the end of the day, if APC, I mean, guys that people they in power for even 20, 30 years, then one they get for come out. Obviously APC come, then your Commission of Inquiry can be worse than waiting with this issue. Because we've seen it all, there are people in the abuse the constitution and whatever. But waiting me they plead to the government, let we still get people in at the four corners of Sierra Leone, we're able to explain to people because knowledge is power. You understand? Because some of them party people are waiting they use for make them noise here now then lead to corners them or four corners. Now because probably they are not informed or probably there is a gap, a communication gap somewhere. Let them actually try for CC. This is not the right step. Commission of Inquiry is not a witch hunt. And that's for the first time this salon non startup. It's very good let people be accountable of their stewardship and are the right thing. They then come to their way with them, or then come to all man they watch for calm and this and that. They're not that anti-corruption, but then got those ethics, them things and the way those values where they give you public position, small thing where they'll doubt or go down to credibility. You go see they're not even with so that is a no-go. But let them maintain their dignity and then allow the process for let them investigate. We therefore let people them therefore be responsible. You understand? None of it saying anything, but we need Commission of Inquiry. It therefore be an ongoing. This will not be the last. Even the government serving right now. You understand? And I'm glad the president said I'm categorically clear. Even in the administration, if anybody found one thing waiting in court, you yourself go be dealt with just like the way they try for dealt with people then way because Commission of Inquiry, I mean this is an inquiry. It's a commission for counsel, not a commission for indict people. For can indict you. You come, these are facts, these are your documents, supporting documents during my time as a minister or this or that for 5 years. These were the documents, these were procurements made and they went through the proper procedures, through the national procurement policy and this and that. Clear. Once all those things are clear to the effect, everything clear and clear. I don't feel say them go convict anybody say you got for pay money. Now we are having people that feel say they got some shady deals wherein, I mean, I'll get one for give time to other people for talk. Now I make you see some people then get disturbed by the whole thing going on, because definitely, me and you know say this, even the artist business what we talk about. Now because of lawlessness, me and you know say there was complete breakdown in terms of law and order in a saloon. You understand? Lawlessness, even they talk about Memuna or whoever, it's complete lawlessness. When you get people then they remember that there are laws. You know, it's just like where the passage in the Bible says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. When you get people the way they fear those laws, them say, hey, if you are doing this and the penalty, what if I not say, people then go afraid. People the way you come for Canada, go pay to government coffers, because you know the repercussions. You know, so I mean, for me, the Commission of Inquiry, I mean, I'm all for it, but the thing is, let us ensure it is free and fair and make we communicate to the four corners, let people able to understand how the whole process is therefore going.
All right, thank you, Tony from Boston. Make a bring in Tennessee. Yes, the president don't launch the commission, and the president don't talk say in ready for Feds Day for make corruption be something of the past na salon. We know they go na APC say, but we done they will come to right after this. I want to make you where they listen, say the phone line open, and you still get opportunity for call and be part of the program. The number for call na 1-646-610-3107, United States number. Yes, and as you get the platform now, sir.
Now the reason this work, you always talk about we politicians, they say they're very wicked. Now, what thing we politicians they do? They really get something where they hide. Now, they go to the masses and tell them, see, na so thing, na witch hunt. Initially, they start at they say, na tribalism, they want to prosecute the northerners then. Okay, that's now one way for sure say the GTT reports be perfectly right when you see 90% or 98% of the people that already in their offices, they were all from one region. That's the GTT report, he writes that side. Then they go back, they say, now which ones they want for damage the APC. One thing where I want the people they know, not to APC thief. APC na a party. If the APC go charge a thief man then, he puts in an office, then they say, can I give account? You say no, they want for now which ones? Now they want for which they could begin go to na people there. Now one thing where I'm glad for, I believe say the government it begin see this thing afar. It take money, it pump into this thing. Say, wanna go and sensitize people and say this thing not to which one to. Now, so when you give somebody business, you get for ask the person how you do this business. And when President Kuma take over, former President Kuma, what he say? He said he dey run the country like a business. So if you don't run this country as a business, they cannot. How this business will run? You loss or you profit? What thing are the money? The money come out? No, can over. Can explain you. You say no, not to me one. Then people that did the permanent sectors. And permanent sectors, these are civil servants. You know they go no more, you hold the all, you sack the all. There are procedures. Let me look. This statement where APC they talk so say they go. Okay, let's forget about the constitution because we always don't talk say this constitution we need for Brian Cam. Let this president make that as your legacy now. Being that the other former president we don't try for see how we will say for change and not do them. Now the way they let them bring account to the public say that this be the inside law change this constitution. Law it let people understand and clearly. At the ones who say APC they will go at this commission. They say, me, we are believing that this man can be signed. The permanent secretary within that ministry can be signed, can be do this. Then the commission say, no, we know the call and you know more the interrogate. I say they will all for don't support them. But you know, go it. You don't begin say the permanent secretary now will. That means say you don't begin agree say you thief, but not to you one. Now you and their forcing the thief. Or if they say you thief, then it's just like when they say, hey, this store open, then you begin to go, I not take banga. That means something is wrong somewhere. You don't take banga. You don't pull something inside it. Because they just say, no more store open. You say you not take banga. So, what do you mean they try to advise the people that they, because not to APC, maybe they go after the APC party. the individuals, when they go and hold press conference, they let it go. They just want to create unnecessary embarrassment for themselves. Let's say that until today, Saturday, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, they can't just know. And till we don't go to parliament, you say, you call them the all kangaroo court. And let me say one thing first, the parliamentarians and the government, they're too lenient with them people here first. Because if they go all over, this thing we don't go past as law, if they call and say, na kangaroo court. That means say, the parliamentarians, they first, they're not serious, they go take and they pass as law. They are not serious. So that is the for see. But now we see what they happen Monday. And me, they advise anybody when they call, we are make it go. Because or else, if they cause unnecessary embarrassment, because we say you know for go, for let them go detain you. If we then go arrest you, forcefully they count you, you can't appear before that court, they're not going to left you. And you go there until they're done with you. But we not go want further than they be. Anybody they arrest, let them bring and come, he testify, then government, then the commission left him, he go. He can't the other day if they need them, because we're not going to let people then begin take and say this or now, what they don't say in that. So we they advise their individuals that they be let them not give APC party bad name. Let them go and answer and give the stewardship. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Senesi. Make a come to Aaron. Yes, Aaron. Commission of Inquiry. The next clip they can play na APC on where they do the press conference. But this launch, what do you get for say about them?
Yes, I go left APC on until you bring them the income. I just want to talk about the launch itself. Very good thing, necessary for let and launch and the way we then do them. We more or less not be some national event. We everybody aware. I know I'll go back to I listened you interview with the ACC the director. I know I'll go to that yet until we get to that. One thing I like about this Commission of Inquiry now that the government make an effort for get people outside of Sierra Leone. I don't think say given the background, the background of those two judges let's forget about the Sierra Leone judge now. I know this is a bad person, I really, the judge from Ghana, the judge from Nigeria. I don't think the government will go bring people and come and say, come join me in some corrupt practices who want some witch hunting. I like the fact that they go out and get people from outside for join this Commission of Inquiry. And that will be done happened before, as we all know. I can remember that the way NPRC overthrown APC. Then we get this Beckles Davis Commission of Inquiry. In fact, maybe one reporter will be attached to the Beckles Davis Commission of Inquiry. And not two ways Sierra Leone only practice in the past. One thing we understand as Commission of Inquiry now that they become and now like a form of investigation for cooks people and saying, but now so things been they go on. Waiting happen, waiting come out here, waiting go out, waiting go wrong. Now we not say, this office or this department be accountable for waiting them. They be ask them for do. Which you know, and not necessarily mean saying if they invite you to the commission, they don't declare you guilty. Sometimes some of the head of department and SSF complacently they not go know some of the things the way they go on in total. But when they go there, by the way they explain, the commission will be able to understand some of the things that will go wrong, some of the mistakes that we people make. And Commission of Inquiry, it's not just about finding who is guilty and prosecute them. It's about looking at how maybe government functionaries then make mistake. We go help the present government for counter the mistake then for put mechanism in place for address the mistakes then it's not just about it's about looking at some of the mistakes them, which are mistakes them in there, which are the faults them, which are the fault line them, which are institutions that will be for active, not being active. All them things in there, that then the commission they can look at and give some recommendation as well to government and see how governments go put in place mechanisms then we go make government functions then smooth flowing. Now that way commission the function. And I believe the government and the president self do serious. I would suggest that people that would invite, let them, if they don't get anything for be afraid of, even if you get something for be afraid of. The commission sometimes go serve as cushion. If you go say, well, maybe make mistake, not too intentional, but are ready for do so. Sometimes they no charge you, or sometimes they no charge you in a court. So I will stop so far.
All right, thank you very much, Arun. We get to the first caller on the program. Yes, caller, waiting on your name and who say you call from?
Mina Suma Abdullahi from France. Hello?
Yes, caller, you did live on air. Your name and who say you call from, sir?
Mina Suma Abdullahi from France.
We now get you. Come up again.
I say Mina Suma Abdullahi from France.
Okay, Suma Abdullahi from France. Yes, what's in your own contribution at the program?
Well, the own contribution at the program, sorry for the past time the man they take part now because of the job woman they do. They are so I get way off quick as me I take part by the program. Well, my country to the program. The point. This commission of inquiry, to me, my opinion, how me see it's like two wrongs, and they say two wrongs need to make it right. Now I see nine they happen so. The people of Salon, now you politicians, they box up. The government get 1,000, and it's 100% to 1,000%. Okay, Panistia so. But then self get a lapse where are the CC where they go on. Because APC or local APC was signed, APC they may shop beaucoup. Then what in depend pa the depend pa opinion, the court of people's opinion, and they depend pa. And then I mean they really go whether they may go to court or made them face on side so because they already know see they take and go up and take and go up and can go down. You know, it's not go for easy for them. They know say it make for them. But on that side I want to take this government too. This government it did at the table. Maybe the president me set example, maybe people say not to say he afraid proportional, but he do the things how it's supposed to be. Right way, they put and clean. The clean the sense what I mean. There are people out there talk say, this is the unconstitutional this thing. Okay, Supreme Court na look at. Simple. It's only that way. Supreme Court say the judge are free, you know, yes, this thing is right. Where the president get her then? But the non swagger, and you know, you need to take rocket science for delay pandistia so. And swagger, what me the free pandistia so? If we want to set this thing right, in the sense, it come on another way. It will set bad example in our country. We you see that the thing that we get a war. One thing the way it happened to President Joseph in term. I think they didn't tell the way it be time for Hanover to where the time to decide for say peaceful election. I don't remember that Tripoli. I don't remember that peace before election. Remember that happened to money. We pay that price day. Yes. President Bio, people have say, eventually they in a power. People have say one overpower. But eventually they negotiate to free some. In the city for then people are so don't make peace with their force. They will make election. We don't say no. We don't want military again. A peace we want at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we pay the price. We see, we need the land. That's what I make us say. This thing is clean. President Bio is in the thing they are paid for. Supreme Court, no go to. It's simple. You go see. Powerful. APC they no say they don't go for come out. Then depend on opinion. The court. What people are going to talk to labu. But I'm going inside and taking inside. Don't go for come. So that way they made the president may push. Okay, Supreme Court no go judge. Simple. But if we don't make a way, go for. Last time, that concern nobody get. But also, so now that I'm concerned.
Thank you very much, Suma Abdullahi from France. Thank you. We call her waiting na your concern on waiting with the say. And you say for the out there, don't forget say the phone line still open and you can be part of the program where they do. I think say we go to the next topic where na the APC then be getting press conference on the same day where the launch of the Commission of Inquiry been take place. Well, let we listen to what they say na their press conference.
That's a voice of APC supporter the way be they sing na them party head office na Brookfields. Inside one press conference where the APC party all for talk about them position on the Commission of Inquiry. After we President Bio bin gist pull an adult January 29 na special court. Outside the Secretary General for the APC party, Ambassador Usman Fode Yansane say the APC party no go take part in the Commission of Inquiry because then go against Section 150 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991, we say the rule of court committee go develop the rule we go guide the Commission of Inquiry then work. This Secretary General Ambassador Usman Fode Yansane been read the press statements outside the APC party be make them position clear, but this Commission of Inquiry.
The All People's Congress APC party notes with utmost dismay that the government of His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio has today, Tuesday, 29 January 2019, launched the Commissions of Inquiry without taking due note of the concerns raised by the All People's Congress APC party and other bodies including Sierra Leone Bar Association, other political parties, civil society organizations, the Interreligious Council, all political parties association, APA, etc. The APC hereby wishes to reiterate its concern relating to the constitutionality or otherwise of the Commissions of Inquiry. One, that the instruments establishing the Commissions of Inquiry are not consistent with the provisions of Section 150 of the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone, which states that subject to the provisions of this chapter, the rules of court committees shall, by constitutional instrument, make rules regulating the practice and procedure of all commissions of inquiry. End of quote. The APC is of the view that this committee was not constituted prior to the enactment of the constitutional instruments referred to. Two, what is more worrisome is that in Section 6.1 of the constitutional instruments 64, 65, and 67, the Commissioner has powers to modify, adapt, and accept himself from abiding by the practice and procedure involved in the High Court if he so feels. This is a sharp contrast with the provisions of Section 150 of the Sierra Leone Constitution. 3. Furthermore, Section 6.2 of the said instrument, it is stated that the Commissioner shall not be bound by the rules of evidence in civil or criminal proceedings. End of quote. This is also against the spirit and content of Section 150 of the Constitution of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Number 4. We also note with concern that Section 149, subsection 4 of the 1991 Constitution of the Republic of Sierra Leone provides that, and I quote, where a commission of inquiry makes an adverse finding against any person which may result in penalty, forfeiture, or loss of status, the report of the Commission of Inquiry shall, for the purpose of this Constitution, be deemed to be a judgment of the High Court of Justice, and accordingly, an appeal shall lie as of right from the Commission to the Court of Appeal. End of quote. The APC party is concerned that this provision gives the Commission the status of a High Court which can recommend penalties that are enforceable by law. The rules of evidence applicable in the High Court do therefore apply. 5. That the source document of the Commissions of Inquiry, that is the Governance Transition Team DTT Report 2018, is replete with tribal, regional, and partisan profiling and sentiment and incitement, and therefore poses a serious national security threat. 6. The APC party is even more appalled that in its statement at the launch of the Commissions of Inquiry, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Sierra Leone, who is expected to be the custodian of the rule of law in the country, has seemingly taken partisan position that is firmly consistent with that already taken by the President and his government. Therefore, the APC wishes to reiterate its position on the Commission of Inquiry, that its membership is ready and prepared to fully support and cooperate with the Commission with the aforementioned concerns are addressed.
After where the Secretary General Ambassador Usman Fode Yansade be read the press statement, then been give opportunity to journalists them for ask question. Where one pan the question them, now that the first and Vice President Victor Bokarifo don't accept the Commission of Inquiry. Now this answer the Secretary General been give.
Question has to do with Dr. Victor Bokarifo, former Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, who, according to you, is the longest serving member of the APC. I questioned because he joined the APC in 1995, and the APC was created in 1960, 11 September. I joined the APC in 1962 when I was in Form 3, the Deputy Chairman in 1967. So we take the back seat and bring new people and push them ahead. That is what we do. His appearance there is not in his capacity as a member of the party. He has written a letter to me stating categorically that he no longer is partisan member. Partisan. He no longer he is a statesman, and we uphold him that status.
Ambassador Usman Fode Yansane end up say the first minister, deputy minister, and other government official them we been working at first time President Koroma in government go only go na the Commission of Inquiry if the government do the right thing. For Radio Democracy, Mena Federal Arena the report and with support from Mange Mansari.
We want to tell Theodore Arena, thank you from 98.1 for this clip we play. So I think say Yusuf Doyeri waiting the APC say they not they go until the government Yeri waiting then how they want time for go. Well, make a bring in Tony, you get 1 minute, sir. Waiting now you take on the APC, then said press conference.
Yeah, for democracy's sake, I think the lawyers or the judges they will come, therefore look into the case, and then able to make their own submission, because based on what we know in Williman interpretation, boils down around not to the normal therefore call. Women say they get other people that we still they serve in this regime. We therefore we play greater role in the administration. But the thing clear here is the guys they're not even go yet, you understand? Okay. It makes a whole lot of sense that this is our case we want to put forward. But for the betterment of Salon, for God's sake, not call the spade a spade. If you know say you unclean, you understand? You're not they make no waiting in court. There are certain things then where we self get together where some people and go say, okay, now yeah, see where in and see some people they receive money based on the constitution, for still hold on to public office while you defect for one as honorable or you defect for one for other positions. Then we see some of those things then they would then fly out, where they go against the constitution. You understand? But the thing what they try for say is make them not make this thing like I say, the SFPP or the International Committee and Sudan and the watch say unrest can salon. Nobody enough for feel see I'm not say them for see and from that particular angle. This now for the betterment of salon. this is a precedent way very nice for with democracy. Other countries then where they go before they admire us, especially countries in Africa, even in West Africa, they close to it. Now some of them best practices here, they self-copy from the Western world. Now some of them for this, you get for go through the best possible option and get the most viable one. We go make the government save more money and implement some of those projects. Some of them projects that we see where the government passed regime implements or what they do. Some of them is very exorbitant. Me and you say if you know you got to spend according to your resources. Even when there was austerity, we see some. Even when you say austerity, you know, for spend, you cut down on costs, you get for try for make some savings, for let you use some of them funding and other projects. We see some of them things and they fly. They were just things on papers. They were not things where they actually follow. You know, and if you say it's good because of democracy's sake, they make their own say. You know they get me? You get me now?
Yes.
The thing what the therefore say is the bottom line is I feel say them just adhere to whatever thing where they go on the floor. They don't make their own submission. I feel say the judges and whoever they were concerned and go look into the way and people forget for they on the same footage, on the same page for make this thing fragile. Because just like I said previously, let people don't feel say this is not a witch hunt. When people small organization the way we did with one people that they give updates. So they let them not say that kind of way. Let the Commission of Inquiry let them look into their own submission with the APC they try for say and this and that, and then let move on. But we really need Commission of Inquiry. It's a good precedent. Consider the way they go forward and everything today. Now some of them packed to it and didn't take. Hello?
Okay, well, I think let we all and they first make we bring Senesi, make we see how the line they behave. Yes, Senesi, you get the platform now, so if you don't begin up more about APC already and if you don't give the advice, I don't know what you want add day before we go come in with our own. Yes, Senesi, you get the platform now.
The only advice I advise the party, who that they call, make you go. Let them know worry about permanent secretary. As please emphasize on these issues. If you want person, we don't go in a court. Let's see. Then you don't call one of the ministers, we don't go in a court. Now the commission, he explained. He say, well, this money, particularly you on the talk about or this evidence will not produce because the court itself, therefore doing your research, therefore get evidence then. People get for go and say na so thing. Okay, then call Mr. Mansare, you don't carry explain. This document will put you so. How comes this one happens? You say, well, they self na the permanent secretary then can give me an inside and do everything, not to receive the charge. Okay. Let Mr. Mansare go. They not call this permanent secretary for make he can verify. And I'm glad when the president talks say anybody where they call my administration already if they feel say they get anything against Dr. Sandy, I believe say that they go then get the guys for good evidence. This Dr. Sandy, you know, so now if they sell this government land and not make it known to nobody, this Dr. Sandy now give me this land for nothing. This Dr. Sandy now go sell this. Bring the evidence and but you know what say FPC, not to everybody we serve that government and be bad people. Not to everybody we serve that government be really wicked for it damage the country. It gets good people amongst them. Now this make we always toxic. You see what you make like you already experienced tribalism, America and that because they all are English they speak. France they all man are Frenchman. But almost crimes they will get national. We get past almost small country like that. The way take care, say, oh, there's also no more than baby. This is the problem we're facing. Yanzane, now big man, he don't say na politics, but let him not take let for play bushkiri with the APC supporters. It's like they try to use human shield, they try to use APC supporters as shield. Say, we not agree, so we from one do to like this, like putting and do na McKinney, then go for go take statement from the president, they will come out together. What this one? They not call for. What really this the people are afraid. We see when SFP become on now power, the State Commission of Inquiry. Okay, then we still get that word. SFP we say is that they all the one the free and fair. Okay, they call Dr. Uri. He go, he not deny. No party person not be DNS. He go, he explain all the evidence they would account for. He say no, this one not to me, this one not to me. Na so the money can, na so do. He not go before, he not come here. Na so he left. Because they not even get hit, they not get it. They stop her. All the other people, they wouldn't be called, they can and tell they will say, well, this head not it, not it. If you not be begin, you will not able to end down because of one is or the other. When I feel this, they begin that understand, they say, oh, can I so self the make? They make the refuse side. But they don't say, matter being serious now, say, this are most possible. So that they be think don't come for now. Because, always they say SFP and APC, now the two parties, they will just echo the same Blackpool and Lions, and the two team, the none no more. Where this win today, tomorrow, then they win. So, that understanding, they say, we don't see, we come at the Hala Commission, they are never. But they don't cancel say now, so Mother don't say now, this I must get to the bottom of this and don't declare war on corruption. So you want to get to that one, to put an end to it. And anything you do in this world, you get for start from somewhere. So if you go down do matter to this corruption for them, if for kill them, not forget about that. Then say for this so they not say for this current cabinet. Because if you tomorrow just like we Tony be the top, then say come out, we APC can say they don't go worse. So by that if they don't say don't give each other they so they call it's no me and no mix to anti-corruption account. You see, that's we the try for talk about. Because that money they make, that money they always ACC don't for do something that way people they go and see this are the money where they can go. Now they enjoy soup. That money that they bring come back. Then government go build big structures them where they hospital them. Now they different places so that people go to see and see that the money this way that they can go now make out so back. So I want to say me advice around the APC via let them go up here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Senesi. We get people the way they call with no caller ID, but I'm afraid we share a number for make you call and be part of the program. So you get for put your number there because everything what they do now it is on record. So you go get for call and put your number there before we go able for take you and bring you come inside the program. Yes, Aaron, you get the platform, sir, about the APC side.
Well, you go understand why make APC the feel good and the feel, but here is a caveat. So I will go put up the man when I've been the vice president for APC. The vice president. We can question the appointment to that position, but he was the vice president of the APC. He say in the support the commission, let the commission go on. So and the APC if I not be able to follow up, keep at pace with Teacher Yansane in lectures that we've been give on why make them know forgo this constitution, say that one say. Now one thing I know, there is a provision we go make nobody will get bullied by the Commission of Inquiry. The commission when they go ask you questions then for accountability sake. Even in our country there, we say the Senate gets some hearing. All of that now on certain issues. Now all of that now kind of inquiry into something waiting happen. The one with the outside of government, the very government with the in power today, the Donald Trump government, etc., it investigates the government itself in activities coming into government, even though the president can call out which one or which thing. But if they go on, you will expect, say, when people know, say, then a focus of inquiry. And I would tell you now, APC been doing government and a lot go wrong. So me and you foresee the reason why make them scared. They get all reason for scared. Honestly, nobody know tell me say certain people they know do things them. So they go under that umbrella of constitutionality, which in the constitution say or which in the constitution not say. Go to the commission and go tell me, answer the question. If APC say, oh well, what about them permanent secretaries? It seems to me that they get some information about permanent secretary or administrative secretary. Well, let them go into the commission and tell the commission, say, well, these two will not be asked for this accountability. The permanent secretary this deputy secretary, now the head of the parasitas, the ministers and deputy ministers, or head of parasitas, now they get for calm, because they've been there in charge. When they ask them question, certain things and the way them they delegate to other people, then go say, well, now this person, then the commission the commission going to invite some of those people. Let APC not worry about permanent secretary. In fact, I report with them say APC not call Balegu. When Balegu is reach Minister Balegu, they will call Balegu. Then they don't worry about that. So me would suggest to them, the vice president say if they go, when I said follow up, when I go. If now we short, the public will say everybody will say we say I will say we go no. So I will stop so far. I don't talk past 1 minute. You give me just 1 minute. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Aaron. Yes, we get another caller on the line. Yes, caller, your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, me na Alpha Umaruba. I call from Germany.
Yes, Alpha Umaruba from Germany. What's in your own contribution?
Yeah. My own contribution is one, before I start for talk, I want to thank Una first. Thank Una, thank the panelists, them, I thank everybody. For my own contribution is, I want just reiterate to the people then say, all the people then, they don't inform them already. Everybody is informed. This kind of commission of inquiry, one day, happen at the history of Sierra Leone. Wherein then they go inform the people there in the provinces how the thing they go, And me believe, say, even if they been do all these things where APC want right now, then people come with another problem again, So me voting at the people that were sorry for no more. The one way in the label at the end of the day where they hold them, then catch them, then go lock them up. Nobody will go bail them. So what normally the advice is to the people that were in the label, we are where this year they go on, make them stay at their houses, and because at the end of the day now they get for suffer. The one that went to the politician then, where then go there, where then say pay this money and then go able to pay the money and go out. But the one that went in the label, nobody no go able to go bail them, they get for suffer. So that's my contribution. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Alpha Omaruba from Germany. Thank you for your time, sir. Well, then from that particular clip, we go to the clip of the day, the moment of the day where I get opportunity for spend time with the man himself, the commissioner, the head of anti-corruption, the anti-corruption boss, Francis Ben Kefala. Listen to how we conversation go, and then from there we go come back and can give we own contribution them about waiting me and discuss by this particular moment. Just listen now. Family, wanna welcome to Sierra Network, and this is AAA. Today I get with the man himself, the man of the moment, Francis Ben Kefala. Welcome to Sierra Network, sir.
Thank you very much. It's really a pleasure to have you with down and with us at ACC.
All right. Some people go to wonder, say, this fine gentleman, ACC boss, waiting I work.
We work for investigate, prevent, prosecute corruption inside and salute, particularly in the public service. So, Nadani a new mandate under Section 7 of the Anti-Corruption Act for investigate and prosecute corruption on behalf of Sierra Leone and be accountable to the people of Sierra Leone for that campaign. And we report to the President annually as to what we dey do that the country with respect to reducing or preventing corruption.
Well, I like that last part, preventing. Una dey investigate, then una dey prosecute. Preventing.
Yes.
How una dey do?
Well, we get a particular department, the prevention department at the ACC, they call systems and processes review. We not believe, say, the fight against corruption for be a fire brigade kind of system, where you wait for make they don't thief before you come in.
Exactly.
The systems and processes review, they check the underlying problems, they check the institutions, then they check the weaknesses, they check all the systems that in place, for example, financial management and flows, and we'll be able to come in and say, no, this kind of way how they do it wrong. We not do it this way for prevent corruption. And the Lord give you the power, say we can make regulations then and call them who will give to the institutions then as to how they will do and for prevent and avoid corruption. So that is like a system where they prevent corruption before it happens. And it go a long way for reduce corruption. Other countries they use do one very well, Botswana, Rwanda, Ghana, Senegal, they invest heavily in prevention and they go in fact a better way to fight corruption than prosecution.
What's in a corruption?
Corruption, the standard definition we the world get for corruption. Now when you use public office for private gain. So for private gain, if you say a gain you confer on yourself or you confer on somebody else. But as long as the public resources, public office you use, public materials you use for make sure say you get the private gain, do not lawful and corruption.
The commission it is really deep, it is dig deep for know the root cause of corruption.
Yes, part of the system and research for know within the factors they will lead to corruption and another make with the research department as well with the advisory as to things they do. We do a national strategy every 3-4 years with the guide the fight against corruption. In that national strategy they carry out a consultation countrywide for able to understand some of them permutations there are, some of them things and really the underlying corruption of the country. So that it will inform what you will do as a commission, so that it will guide what you will do as a commission, it will direct what you will do as a commission. So yes, we try for really deep down for the root of cause of corruption, but at the same time we try for first for minimize corruption.
One thing we don't talk, you don't call two departments in research department inside the ACC, and also not get the one the way for prevent.
Yes.
Who saw that department they be? Because people just know say ACC. Like me, today now I just find out when I get the research side, when I get the one that they prevent. Who saw that one then they will work, we build this ACC team. Like one the way team up strong than
the ACC. The ACC stands on 4 pillars.
Okay.
Pillar 1, investigation.
Alright.
Pillar 2, prevention. Pillar 3, public education and outreach.
Okay.
Pillar 4, prosecution. So then departments then they are operational departments. And then they for make sure say the campaign against corruption is done. So the prevention side, like I said, for limit corruption, for ensure say not to fire brigade, not to the way they host the ball and tell what they come for pull and down, to make sure say their fire not come in the first place. Or also get the investigation. When we get reason for belief say corruption not happen outside, the investigations department and then look into and come out with a report who will use, we pass on to the other department with our prosecutions. When I then the lawyers and then they look at this report from the prosecutions then able to scrutinize whether in fact there's a legal basis for going to court before they even draw the indictment and file at the court. Then we get the public education and outreach. In all this way they happen, the campaign against corruption is a people's led campaign. Me particularly when I come in I talk say the fight against corruption cannot be done in the dark. It has to, I am going to bring the people along, and that is why if you really notice the final say me on tenure and I don't very believe as of now, don't really bring out a lot of things because I am bringing the people along. The department responsible for doing that are the public education and outreach department. We divided into 3 units. You get the PR unit, which are the public relations unit. Then you get the public education unit, which are the educate the public, waiting at the ACC, waiting at the mandate of the ACC, waiting at the things that really happen. If case happen and there is a particular charge, and then they explain what are the meaning of that charge. You understand? Then you also get the outreach unit. The outreach unit now and then they go to their school, they set up the integrity clubs in the schools, they go to the universities, they set up a community now club, they look at the communities, they will teach them about things about the community. So all the departments there and then they work together and they call this.
Okay, the outreach department and get a lot for play. What you know? Because this particular tenure of Leone term, what would they witch hunt? And if the one day wait there for go tell the people and say, not to which hunt this one. This now we mandate, now we work, now so it's supposed to be. If they not do the work proper, I think say a lot of blame go camp on her, where even though na the right thing na they do, but it go actually the people understand say na the right thing na they do.
Oh yes. In fact, and they make that department they right now fire up.
Okay.
We don't strengthen them, we don't give them more resources, we don't make sure say they engage more with the public. Because you see, corruption is a very complex thing. They fight back. And when they fight back, they use the weaknesses within the country for development. For example, they know say this country had divided most times on political grounds, on regional grounds, and on tribal grounds. So for example, if I invite a particular man when I'm a man, it's easy for me to talk say, oh no, Mr. Kaifala, not to maintain that thing. Because me and my man I make the car after me. If we not get a system for educate the population to understand, say no, other men demand than me. Other men demand than me everywhere. Why not to them will call and this man will call? But this man and be a leader, now immediately a so office was something happening, this is accountable. So you're very correct. The public education department is a very important pillar of within the ACC because that they bring to the public what they happen. Or maybe understand why would they do what they do. But make sure it's not all time me as commissioner we will go defend what they happen. So it's really important, and I make I tell you say now one of the 4 key pillars of the ACC, and they do their job very well so far, and we will continue to empower them for do more.
You know to new man at ACC. If you don't there from the past regime, you don't see. If you tell like say you be relaxed, they hope for just catch that baton. Because as soon as you catch that, we just see something different. A lot of people they say, no, this man will come now because if they say, then people let me just come out, now make. Or what if you learn from that past regime, we say, if I am given this opportunity, I will show to the people that this is how it's supposed to be.
Well, like students of science, they will tell you, say, Archimedes will say one time, give me a terra firma and I will move the world. If you don't have the placement, you might have good intentions, but you cannot make any difference. Me, all man know me, I don't write, I don't talk, I don't do all kinds of things about corruption and how it's dangerous to this country. And I believe, say, in me, own way, not a perfect person, but I love this country. I really want to things happen well. But if I don't forget this kind of platform for really showcase, because what I am doing is to showcase to the people of Sierra Leone and to the world that it can be done. I met a system where we were already resigned. We don't take an house, say, oh, there's nothing we can do. At Leone Commission Monday for the past 18 years. Every day I meet up somebody who they tell me, say, me man, before you go to that place, they may not even know say this guy institution this and people that they tell me say, never was there where they see the exercise. So me not be ever saying no say they know books. That guy where how things they go. So when they talk say in their lifetime they not be ever believe say this what is happening now is really will ever happen. So but because all this they happen because first of all I get the opportunity. I make a very grateful to the president, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. If you don't have a good intention, you don't go look somebody like me appoint me. And I believe say where I don't get this platform and all this they happen, the feedback are coming in, you see the indices across the world. Transparency International, we are going up. Afrobarometer, we are going up. And every index we don't
because you at the start of the year you tweet you say we passed the MMC corruption scorecard from 49% in 2017 to 71%.
Yes.
The share Afrobarometer corruption perception drastically dropped from over 70% now to 43%.
Oh, yes.
And over 66% of the citizens now believe in the government effort against corruption.
Yes.
Then over 1 million recovered.
Over $1 million recovered, yes.
How often, I'm not saying this don't
and just yesterday, Transparency International pulled the own report as well. 113 countries that the world declined in the fight against corruption in the scorecard. We will not only maintain we will move up by one space, which are all things that are encouraging that we are doing something right in the country.
Let make all man for come together, let all put hands together and really do things. And me as commissioner, on behalf of the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, we send me here to do this work, and the people of Sierra Leone, I think these are one of some of the things that we for no say. All these things when they talk about wish on, the most important thing is the national interest. The most important thing is the gains that the country is making. If we not want to make them gains there, because they index they are in the CISO, you go think say they are numbers. But these are the things that are influencing people then for look for one for do investment into the country. Now everybody they cry say the country we are having a liquidity seize. Investment not there. And the reason, one of the reasons when you talk to people they say investment not there because of corruption. So until we take conscientious steps and efforts, for sure to them first of all we serious in the fight against corruption, because the index they are not concerned a result and the reward. Okay. Then the reward effort. What are you doing about it? Corruption is everywhere. They know that. Even the young countries, they don't say corruption there. But let corruption be the exception and the rule. And this is what I am here for. This is what the team at the Anti-Corruption Commission is there for. And this is what I focus on. For say when they grab the money, we think say because this fire na Creole, let we target them. Because this fire na Liba, let we target them. Because this fire na Mende, let we target them. Trust me, it will never happen under my watch. But if you na Liba man, or you na Mende man, and there is something against you, there is no way we are not going to do it.
One thing bring me again, waiting in a government commission of inquiry. Commissions of inquiry. And if you look deep into the commissions of inquiry, it's like some of them work and ACC work. How now they work together parallel for make sure say this thing carry on?
Yes, maybe they already talk say they give full support to waiting the commission of inquiry. Okay. Because as you all know, in as much as we do all this, our capacity very small for doing everything within the commission. If there is a commission, as long as it's fair, will it also lead towards cleansing the integrity space within the country? Then they come, not to which home, they can ask you, you know, the Minister of Information. So money pass through the Minister of Information. Can explain to me how you spend it? And also explain to me how you manage during this short time in the Minister of Information, you build 5 houses. You don't think say that is fair? You don't think say if finally we get into truth and they as a country? After that, they go do a report. That report, we serve as ACC go now look at them and say, okay, this man have built 5 houses, and you don't go please say build 5 houses. Well, the commission not be really look into this properly. Now we get more powers than the commission. Exactly. We they look into it now. Mr. Kanaya can explain. But then we don't do the preliminaries, the documents they go not there. The records they go not there, everything go not there. So we can now ask little things we look at or take a decision as to whether we pursue. So they give a full support, for example. Now me get the management of all asset declaration for public officers in the country. When the appropriate time reach, they get us to pay me and they go there. The names they go there, I go tell them. So when this man have been there as Minister of Peace, the time when he declare to ACC, he said that's two things he get. So if he now turn out say he get 15 houses, then there's something wrong. So me and the Attorney General and the team, we work in sync, we recognize with respective responsibilities and positions. There is no conflict at all. We only they work together as a team and the results will be for the country. It's just that the things that in a way that they happen and people will understand say it's not as bad as they think about it. Because the Commission of Inquiry today it looked bad because a new government just came in. It looks like a trial of the victors. But let's look at something this way. It is set into motion which we call a cycle of accountability. If one government can want a power, another one can be safe. If they do it fairly, if not because they want to do it because they just want to target a particular person, and they base that on the truth of what comes out after the investigation, it could be the biggest win for this country. Because now they are already in power, they are at the back of the mind. They will not be as reckless as others will have been. So this is all the things we are looking forward to. And I made me the support the Commission of Inquiry, and they will all wait and see what will happen. Me they just assure the people of Sierra Leone that I will not be a part of fairness. I'm not going to join a regime for which one. If there is no fact into it, there is no truth into it, if there is no basis into it, you know, one man who shall talk say there is no basis. But if there is evidence, let every man answer.
Wait till they now, we know the good. We know the good. Anti-corruption, when I get any hard hand for help since they work together for help bringing people. If they serve you letter, you're supposed to honor
yeah. Would they cooperate with them fully? But the powers when the judges then get already enough for bringing anybody.
Okay.
But when they need me, they send it to me, we will always give the support.
Well, I want to assure the people that how independent anti-corruption is. No partisan influence. Say today, if somebody that this particular regime do what enough for do, yes, instead will receive a letter and it will come forward to ACC.
But even today, I just signed an indictment for somebody in this regime. They were the way they say that money for support the Commission of Inquiry.
The sensitization.
The two people that were involved, I just don't sign the indictment this morning because they are extract. One day, another Canada, they wait for make somebody in a state house call me for 10 minutes here. Similarly, I know they expect somebody for state house for even call me for 10 minutes here. We all work within the system. If the president get for account for the campaign against corruption, not to waiting happen at state house get for to rely on, and waiting happen at ACC get for rely on. So for talk say we all know they work towards the same end, we all know they work within the same system, and then I lie. But waiting we believe in that autonomy for say, we can do what we do at the ACC on a day-to-day basis without waiting or relying on the instruction from an external source. And you will ensure, maybe assure the people of you one day that they may not go entertain that day. And I believe that even the one themselves that they expect to interfere with work, understand the limits. They understand the limits. They're entitled to updates. If president call me for ask me, say this case here, what they happen with they happen with I will explain to them. But I don't mean say the president now directly with him. Then we learn for understanding limits. The country don't operate under a principle of patronage for so long. People will still be under that too. It's like the dog on the leash theory. When you tie dog on the leash for so long, even when you lose the leash, you continue considering because it doesn't believe say the leash don't come on my neck. That's the same way. Because people don't believe in patronage for so long. Even when some of me when they I come into this office with high recommendation, high credibility for many people. Even before the president of support me, everybody was calling that this man is supposed to go like this. You think they're ready for sacrifice that day for anything? Let us learn to believe in our own system. This time is different, and I am assuring the people of Israel, we are going to do our best to make sure that in these 5 years we meet the aspiration. This time is different.
What do you expect from the people? You don't tell them what you ready for.
Well,
what do you expect from them?
Now they expect the people of Sierra Leone wherever you are, whether you're in Sierra Leone, whether you're in a different part of the world. When you listen to this broadcast, I Sierra Network, for joining me, you see, when a country succeeds in fighting a monster like corruption, it is only the people who gain. It is not individual. It's not a particular person. When we recover $1 billion, when President talks, let us use our building diagnostic center. When they get for build that advanced diagnostic center, where possible to sick with cancer, they go to that thing. They don't get for most of they don't say, when the man can let the man no enter na waiting the man can let the man no enter ya. When the man can let the man no enter na no government, let na ABC, SLPP, PMBC, PDP they power. And they assure you say no government is ever going to do that. It will not happen. Yeah. It is the country against. They will all join hands together to do this. Yeah, they invite the people of Sierra Leone to join me.
Did they work hard? How you keep fighting for their lives?
Well, they say, me a young man, I get me okay. I'm not going to do things like how I've been doing before. Because when you have, they say, to whom much is given, much is expected. I get to do things now in a more respectful way. But I can assure you that I enjoy that being away and I enjoy it.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we support the same team in Mighty Black.
And we lost.
Yes.
But we stand to win again.
That's what I hear.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes,
thank you for your time.
Yes.
All right. Yes, that will be me and the ACC boss, Francis Ben Kefala. I played the entire interview, make you self-able listen and make you grab some things them way he really passionate about and what he really talk about. Unfortunately, also we end down on the sad note, but to go bounce back, the mighty Black Putistas boys. Make I bring in you, Tony. What's in you able for get out of this entire interview with the ACC boss?
Yeah, for the brief in that is that he expressed how sincere he ready. You get me? They get echo. Okay, how is sincere for fight against corruption? Because just like what you mentioned, say a lot of people them they raise concern so and say if this office may exist. We all may know say even MRC self think about anti-corruption. We all may they talk say anti-corruption, not they see a toothless dog and this and that and that. And in presence within few months where he assumed I'll take up that office day, we see a great change. There is that kind of awareness now. We find out say people they know, it take over, it will be overnight. It's not like a thing where not just an event. It will be it's a process wherein people then get for that thing and they process in their mind say yes. Corruption practices, if they find you one thing, you get not only your family name get for go down the mud, but imagine the kind of embarrassment where you will face to even you as an individual, your family, and so you find out that certain things in the way. A happy one because it's a young man, he gets the passion for his job, you understand, because we don't see other people then wait on the acting and capacity then they're not they'll not be effective, but probably because they get so many distractions or so many involvement from above or whatever. But in this one, the president, I feel say he gets the backing of the president because that's one thing. If anti-corruption gets for succeed, the president gets a role for play because the president, you understand, just like we the previous regime say no sacred cow. Then at the end of the day, we see some other cow them way, midway, and untouchable. We see say this government forget no secret cow wherein then get the free hand, and I feel say and believe say he get the free hand for work and able for deliver because just like you say, corruption not to just want to focus on one tribe wherein the target, create the target. It's for everybody for law abiding. That's when you're given a position of trust, then therefore. But another area where we get concerned, I feel say the anti-corruption, the media area, need for be more robust in sensitizing, passing information because people then just feel say anti-corruption will only question government authorities or people where they function in government. They not get concerned with private areas or whatever. But if we say there is a parallel line because if we get organization and they win a private sector, they're not paying taxes or probably they're not paying the one in the way to test on dubious practices. I feel say they warrant themselves for make them investigate some of them companies than they because that's the companies and way then in the private sectors of set up by even some of the political heads them who not be the idea to taxes they were avoiding or evading taxes. So all them things. But for me, kudos. He's doing a very good job, a fantastic job. We just need for prayers, Sierra Leoneans. We just hope for the best. Just because we're not the kind of this forum for just talk big or for we just waste air. But we talk because we know, say we're passionate. Say salon will definitely reach that point where everybody would run for good salon, for good do you only little bit. I mean, take that day. But a good interview. You did a very good job. Thanks so much. This is not first-hand information from you, not only cooking that from other media houses. That was good. I will not say once you get free on, we'll get more interviews than from other sectors then.
All right, thank you very much, Tony. Make a bring in Tennessee. Waiting you take on waiting the commissioner puts on the table.
Well, just the code you see, all the institutions they be. What you don't see, it's like they give you the cow, then they hold the rope. Now they tell you, or you go for go fishing. Now they tell you, not send another. Because the past regime, the past anti-corruption also did what did they embark on? So on after then traffic officer then, when they see they take 2,000, you go hold up. So for the months they hold 2, then they charge na cost. They make big noise. We don't catch people there. We don't charge na cost. Then police officer then traffic court there. Now they know which then one way they call they say we don't hold them, don't charge them. Because when you want for example on corruption in the good beginning, catch them big one day. We don't catch the head. You don't know. They tell them that they're not gonna nothing for them. Now that thing they make see people they begin afraid. See if I mistake. Now you see minister where they go shave money in their office. or we don't see ship don't come on this money no the colonize anti-corruption na come at this men something just like we see corruption you know the better like fire brigade we if the witch fire don't case on side they call them who they can. Even the fire brigade now they do sensitization, they tell people they're waiting for do. They get this small what they call it to the whole and then communities they tell them you know for left you cable so you can see gas we don't cook nothing water and this to prevent fire. Because fire we see don't catch any side, any how we do something don't pour. So corruption, if we are left no more so when they set trap, the traffic police go chin up na corner, traffic police chin up na corner, they wait for them commit offense, they say, hey, come, chin up na ticket. It doesn't solve problem. Instead, na problem will continue. Just like when Francis Ben Kefala talk, now we say na this we self don't pray to God for. Forget the political will. We get the political will. It is done because now one is self will determine it work for left no mark. And I believe say it do well. You see, even when you ask us a question, they say, "In the try to make you left no mark as a young man. How you left your mark? This short time we don't see how we don't go up some other indices there. That's good. So we just return for some more corruption. Don't for say we don't inside. In fact, people don't really do like that. People don't pay that money. All that money they be collect. Then people in the village no be no say. That's so they take money. And the other thing give me our for say I always don't be talking to. We think that most of the MPs they are corrupt. Now the politicians there. Let that answer any way they talk so. If we don't go meet them people that day, then they say if you know this campaign here wants $5,000, $10,000 now, and if you're not giving, who will win the election, you're not going for them again. I believe say now them people that they be the money they be responsible for. That makes me always be in favor for a political party turn itself to an institution, they give them money, they give the viewers and new fundraising, get money. Because the more you go to the people who are MBAs, they employ the other political line, now the more they be corrupt. Because you get for satisfy in party, you get for satisfy in chairman, you get for satisfy in secretary general, or else you don't get the position next time. These are the problem we're facing. Because if they hire people of competence, you will not reach this stage here. Because most of the people that we don't give pay money to anti-corruption, so not to ministers them. Now head of MBAs, now they go pay so. You see? Now only corrupt this commission now for can expose if anyone be done it. But we know say most of the NTA will talk. Now heads of MBAs now they more than get for indict. You see? So we need to say no more. Let people they be professionals. No, they say because of what I don't wear green, I don't wear red, this that was the call. Then they could feel the last election. We see people they do all kinds of so man, especially people them even come on at the condition they give the cost now media which they call because they have to protect their job. If you not go dance, yes, I never say with the sacking we know there. You get for commodity, you get for shape follow, you get position and could be say all sectors they make different follow, money they come out different angle. You see? So the fight against corruption, now we all the business, just like we all the business. Yeah, people, the opposition left for say, now which ones? Let we stop this, we go for draw a line. And let we give President the support, or let we draw a line to corruption. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Senesi. Okay, we get a caller on the line. Yes, caller, your name and who side you call from?
Mina Suma Abdullah from France again.
Yes, caller, you dey live on air. Your name and who side you call from, sir?
I say Mina Suma Abdullah from France again.
Okay, you get the platform, sir. Carry on.
Yes, my own contribution concerning the interview we make with the commissioner. I don't know how to tell and thank you. They do a very good job. They do a fantastic job for the people of Sierra Leone. Beyond concern no more when we get over the job we do, and I write and me say na one party that they cause the way more concern they cause the corruption. You see that hand to hand, that face to face, like when they make payment, that face to face when they give money, hand to hand. I believe the commissioner are sorry for them because the medicine they they understaff. Look, 7 million people. I don't believe anti-corruption engage. Yeah, I don't feel say the whole of us. I don't feel say they engage either 50 or 100 staff. To me, what they say, enough because they're supposed to get beaucoup branches. They never get officers them way for different sector. Don't for me for say pass luxury for example, pass for a commission for investigate people we don't find out for see. They don't investigate them for corruption. And corruption no mean for say pass somebody embezzle money or somebody he mix transaction we not good the right way. No mean not corruption. Corruption they different way. I mean that side they me look over. See, now that level in level for saloon. Because me what they are so at the trace at the try for but other countries, especially African countries then who didn't bother with. We take example to Ghana. Ghana don't move from that level there. Ghana not in that level they see now. Rwanda, if you check Rwanda when they check now the world, I think they count 40 something, but yes. Out of 100 and something, they count 40 something for the rank in the world. We didn't check. Then the not dependent. So now that level in the I want to commissioner make it low 70 for la I believe say that then last stage in the right now because that payment people in the key to hand then the tempting involving. So now that contribution just like waiting Tony we talk say not to say na government office no more. There beaucoup offices the NGO they are in I mean because already they all what's na salary day. What's not salary? We concern the people of Salo. Let's say, for example, the teachers union, drivers union. Then union, when say yes, the people. I mean, not for say pass, they don't do the crime. Anti-corruption forget officer, they go sensitize people. They tell them about how for. I mean, because another like in a salon. You know, the people, some people like physical self, you know, say, that what they say we collect for the use. I they sleep. The corruption attempting. The message in the Lord, the message in the for try for sensitize people and pass. So if I talk so far, and that's the main contribution.
Thank you very much again to Suma Abdullahi from France. Thank you for your time. Yes, we sorry for that technical each day. We go come with Tony Toure Jones, make a give a final statement, and he go tell we what's in our aspiration for next week as the Commission of Inquiry they kick in. Yes, Tony, get the platform, sir.
Yeah, my expectation is that both parties, the current regime and the Commission of Inquiry and the APC past regime, we basically will say 90% of the people that we function or we serve in that government, they were APC members because some of them carry APC party card. Then we'll be on the same page where we will forget a better understanding on the Commission of Inquiry process that is going on. Let them not actually see them as a witch hunt, but make the Commission of Inquiry, judges and whoever that they look into the petitions or whatever concern with the APCs have get and let them see how they came for forge ahead. Because we want to make the process be seen as free and fair, wherein somebody within at the far end or the left or the right no will get concerned, like say and see and like I say, this is a witch hunt. But let them see and say like this a credible process and the government of the day or any subsequent government will come into power, therefore continue in the same trend wherein people then will therefore definitely give account of them, the activities or whatever positions of trust with and give them. Because corruption not means say only now where you eat some money.
corruption processes go beyond them. They can even give positions wherein you disadvantage. Money not they do, but probably they use your office for siphon or for disadvantage or give yourself that kind, thing way undue advantage over other people than just because you are the head of certain things. Because we see among certain procurement things them we go on wherein certain companies then we owned by certain government functionaries them just they award themselves contract. We don't want to see that kind of scenario. They want to see we are in the middle level manpower, the strength. We want to see we are in the private sector, the business people, the actual business people then wait to take business for great. Therefore, actually gain at least some more. Therefore, getting contracts from the government, from Anglo-Bugudi for doing business without any intimidation, without being seen as this guy may be red or this guy may be green or this guy may be rainbow color, or being seen as somebody who come for contribute to the well-being in Sierra Leone and providing jobs, paying tax, able for doing business and make profit. Because I'll tell you, a lot of them things in the vacuum you don't created, wherein people in the diaspora, people elsewhere, people even on the ground, then just fold and hold on to the resources, know how to do business because there was no business. Business is only centralized within people and where they function and government. We don't have to see them kind of training. They want to see wherein they were able to grow economy in a sense. We're not just going to focus on diamonds and gold and everything, but see how we can able to invest heavily in power. See how we can able to invest heavily in agriculture. Forget those two things and back up with the health system affected Sierra Leone is paradise. Because when they see the untimely death, we see people in the die now. When I do watch AYV and they watch obituary, you see people in that 40, 43, 45, 47, that range. What was the country wherein people then become more accountable in their own personal life, not to even blame government in new failure? Because there are certain people then they will probably take some wrong step or wrong decision along the line. Now they blame government for them the decision. They will not then self-effect, But as we say in your own conclusion, with the pray for Salon, let people let the awareness be. There are people in the place we serve in our own part, our own corner, they play our own part. Let people actually see the reason and say yes. Anti-corruption, not a witch hunt organization, but the fight for corruption and for let we all benefit. Money we them will for gain, we them will forget them surpluses and don't for use another project. We go benefit me and you, So I don't take them, we let the pray well, let the government, wherein we will not say that they do wrong, we go come up and shout. There are certain things that they way, if we say what they know they do. Last week at midway, I will be even the arguments over VP in withdrawal of insecurity, where I say, really tell well because why now? We'll point out issues. We're not there for we're not to support any political party. We just give we own critical views on certain things of importance. I don't take that. Thank you very much for having me. Tony from Boston Association.
Thank you very much, Tony. I think we did get small technical problem with Tennessee and Arun, and so now we go just close the program and make we just take this message before we can continue. Thank you very much to Arun. Thank you to Tennessee and even Yusuf will not join me today. We will not say, we hope say next Saturday, then go there for join me. And to Suma Abdullah, welcome again and thank you for all your message. Yusuf will listen, we know, call or contribute. Thank you and not forgetting to Alpha Umar Uba from Germany. Thank you for also for calling in on the program. Thank you to everybody.